Subhanallah, Sayyiduna Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani radiallahu ta'ala was such that once a man came from Spain and he was a scholar, Shaykh Muhammad, a great scholar from Spain. He had no son. And he went to many scholars and many shuyukh, but he was not able to successfully have a child, a son. Someone told him that go to Baghdad. Go to Baghdad, there is Shaykh Abdul Qadir al-Jilani. Go to him, and if you ask him and he makes dua for you, then you will have a son. So this man travels and he comes to Baghdad. He takes an appointment to see Sayyiduna Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani radiallahu an, and he's given that time. At that time he comes to Sayyiduna Ghaus Pak radiallahu an, and he says that Huzur, I have traveled from a long way, I have come from Spain and I have no male children. I want a son. Can you give me a son? Can you ask Allah to give me a son? Sayyiduna Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani radiallahu ta'ala an became quiet and looked down for a moment. And then he opened his eye and he said, okay, there is no sons in your destiny. Yani Sayyiduna Ghaus Pak radiallahu ta'ala an used to look at the Lawh Mahfuz. And you know, when you study Aqeedah and you study the books of Aqeedah, it talks about Qadir, destiny, and that there are three types of destiny. One that can never change, it is fixed eternally. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has fixed it, and no matter who makes dua, it does not change. And when the Anbiya Kiram or the Rusul Izam intend to make a dua to change one of them things, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stops them before they make that dua. Because that cannot change. That is known as Mubram Haqiqi. It is known as Mubram Haqiqi, it cannot change. Then there is that which is known as Mushabbah ba Mubram. Yani it's Mubram Majazi or Mubram Ghair Haqiqi. That is that which the Awliya Kiram and the Malaika and the Anbiya Kiram and the Rusul Izam, through their dua Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changes. And then there is that which is Mu'allaq Mahaz. Mu'allaq Mahaz is that which changes with the dua of all general people. Or due to their actions, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changes that destiny. So there are these three types. Sayyiduna Huzur Ghaus Pak radiallahu ta'ala used to look at the Lawh Mahfuz before he used to ask for something from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he said that there is no son in your destiny. So he said, okay, Huzur, that is why I have come to you. That is the reason why I have come to you. So Huzur Ghaus Pak radiallahu ta'ala, after a moment of silence, he said, okay, if you want a son, then I shall give you a son on one condition. That when he is born, you will give him the name Muhammad Muhyiddin. Muhammad Muhyiddin. And he said, I accept the condition. So Sayyiduna Ghaus Pak radiallahu ta'ala told him to come behind him and sit with his back facing his back. And he came and he sat down with his back facing the back, touching the back of Sayyiduna Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani radiallahu an. After a moment, Sayyiduna Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani radiallahu ta'ala said to him that go, you will have a son. I in my destiny had one son left, and that son I have given to you. I have transferred him from my loins into your loins. Go and you will have a son. His name will be Muhammad. His title will be Muhyiddin. He will be known as Shaykh Akbar Muhyiddin ibn Arabi radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Subhanallah, this person returned to Spain. He had the son, and today Sayyiduna Shaykh ibn Arabi radiyallahu ta'ala is known as Shaykh Akbar, the greatest Shaykh. His shrine is in Syria. And he was such a great scholar. Imam Ahmad Raza radiallahu ta'ala loved Sayyiduna Shaykh ibn Akbar so much that he would quote him in every small matter. He would say, Shaykh ibn Arabi has written this. You know, when Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala was asked the question that when will Qayamat come, and Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala said that there is still this many years, after about 400 years there will be no Muslim hukuma left. When Ala Hazrat radiallahu ta'ala mentioned all of this, after that Imam Mahdi will come. This was based on the writing of Sayyiduna Shaykh ibn Arabi. Shaykh Akbar ibn Arabi, who was to be the son of Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani radiallahu an, but became the son of Shaykh Muhammad from Spain. Subhanallah. Shaykh Muhammad ibn Arabi, Shaykh Muhyiddin, Shaykh Akbar radiallahu ta'ala was so great that, you know, in his speech, he once said to the people that you people have become or fallen in such fitna that today you worship that which is underneath my feet. You worship that which is under my feet. And the Mufti and Kiram of that time, they said that in the Quran it says, قُلْ يَا أَيُّهَا الْكَافِرُونَ لَا أَعْبُدُ مَا تَعْبُدُونَ. You tell the kuffar that we do not worship that which you worship, and you do not worship that which we worship. Yani what we worship is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he is saying that Allah is below the feet of Shaykh ibn Arabi. Al-ayadhu billah, he has become a kafir. And they gave the fatwa of kufr to Shaykh Akbar radiallahu ta'ala an. But you know, after Sayyiduna Shaykh Akbar radiallahu ta'ala an passed away, when they dug under where he used to sit, where he used to stand to deliver his lectures, they found that there was gold in that earth. There was gold in that earth, and the ulama kiram at that time realized that he was telling the people that you have fallen into such a fitna and you have dwelled into the dunya so much that you are worshipping wealth today instead of worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is what he meant. He said that when I die, nobody will know where I am buried until seen enters sheen. When seen enters sheen, then my grave will become known to people and people will start to flock towards my grave. And today if you go to Sham, you will see that Shaykh ibn Arabi radiallahu ta'ala's Mazar Sharif is full of people. People are flocking towards the Mazar of Shaykh Akbar radiallahu ta'ala. What happened was Badshah Salim. Badshah Salim, his name begins with a sin. Salim entered into Syria with his army, into Sham. So Sheen for Sham and Seen for Salim. When Seen entered Sheen, Sayyiduna Shaykh Akbar came in his dream and told him that this is where my grave is, go and tell the people. He went and told the people, and there were people who identified and said, yes, this is the grave of Shaykh Akbar. And today there is a beautiful Mazar Sharif built of Sayyiduna Shaykh Akbar. So this was Huzur Ghaus-e Pak radiallahu ta'ala.